Greetings, fellow brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode of Getting Coach. More of for me, and but hopefully a learning experience for you. So, yes, this is week number 3, day 6, and yeah, today was kind of another off day. So, more of carried over from yesterday. That's on me, but overall, it brings a nice and wonderful reflection, another insight, as this episode is titled. As a few things came up for me in my thoughts, in my memories, and yeah, just recently, right? For some reason, I had a thought that came through my mind, like I wonder how he's doing. A friend I haven't seen for a few years, or probably even more. And then obviously I remembered his situation of him losing his wife, and it definitely was a hard heart aching process and to remember, especially yeah, we all were co-workers together, four of us and four of our wives. And then having to see her, his wife, at the hospital on basically her last days, rather than seeing her at the hospital when she just checked in for the first time, right? And I also remember last night. Reason as today I did not get much studying done, or none at all. But I had to do this daily homework, just to also document my progress through the course. But I mean, let's start from yesterday. As yeah, I apologize ahead of time if that was a really fast uh, episode of me just basically just trying to get my insights, my homework done 20 minutes before I do my live stream for my tabletop RPG, something similar to Dungeons and Dragons. And that, for me, like I said, is my me time, my time to recharge my mind, my time to be creative, my time to connect, and yeah, for my mental health, right? And then yeah, after we finish our 4 almost 5 hour session, I stayed on longer, as you know, we were connecting, we were in the flow, we were on, let's say, the very last boss, the main villain of this movie, or um, this chapter, right? And it turned out pretty well. Obviously, there were a lot of things that didn't go our way, but we managed to survive. Everyone was clutch. Obviously, roles determine what we want to implement in the game, what we want to implement on our characters' choices, right? If it succeeds or fails, right? But yeah, I mean, it was the last enemy on this chapter, and I believe uh, heading into next Friday, I guess we are our heroes. My hero, my character will be going through like a 1 year later after that the events that have occurred. Right. Don't worry. This is all gonna wrap up. Back to my friend, but yeah, I mean that was a moment, right? That we created together as a team, as friends that I've never met in real life because yeah, they are. I'm here in Vancouver, near Vancouver, Canada, and then they are, I guess, one in California, one in Colorado, one in Chicago. I believe a couple, two more in the east side, East Coast, right? So, and yeah, they're all in the states. So yeah, it's just finding this group through my friend back in a different friend. Sorry, uh, not the one my coworker that I was talking about, but yeah, just connecting to what he's been creating for the last 10 plus years. And yeah, it was just a wonderful moment for us sharing victory together and then basically planning out our characters, our storyline for uh, who we are 1 year later, right? And stuff, our characters, our RP role playing session, and what our characters can do. But yeah, I mean, it was such a state of flow. It was a state of interaction and just coming together for even a little bit more hours, like maybe two more hours after our session finished. And obviously, for myself, having to get ready to go to work this morning. I only had maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep. So once I got home, it's just, yeah, it's definitely didn't have a lot of sleep, but wrapping, bringing it all into full circle with my coworker, it's just you realize that you know you try to do what you enjoy doing. At the same time, you try to do you know your responsibilities or to try to keep a roof over your head, food on the table, and just the basic necessities to for living, for to function. And then yeah, it sometimes it just takes an event like that happened to my friends, my coworker's wife, friend, our friend, that brings it all in a different kind of perspective, like, and the insight that I got a few hours ago just thinking about my coworker for some reason, seeing how he's doing, wondering what he's doing, remembering how he lost his wife and he got married again, I believe a year or two later. And then yeah, he lost the second wife too. So I feel for him. It's like how can you love again? Like, right, he met his second wife in Philippines. He worked so hard to get her here, and then she got sick, I believe, and then just she got claimed. Right, she went to our maker, and just like how do you like recover from that, right? So that's all right. Here, buddy. Nobody's here. No one. Wait, say hi. Here you go, buddy. So yeah, so the deep insight, like coming from something that like that, and then coming to something um, uh, with great joy with friends a few yesterday night, and then reflecting to something like this. It's like I should have wrote this down, but I'm gonna try to recreate what came on my mind. It's just like and life can that's just life can really take you into so many directions, if you let it, right? Then you realize what is the meaning of life when you're not immersing yourself in it, right? I know at the time that this thought came to my mind, it was a lot more than what you're hearing it now, right? So that's the thing, you gotta try to um, make that decision to share it as soon as possible, or overthink it and not talk your way out of it. But thinking of what happened to my coworker and his wife, and me and my wife went to the hospital because one, like I said, there was four of us coworkers, and then our wives, and then two of us are still remaining at that workplace, and the other two are no longer there. Once again, and then yeah, my coworker with that was still working with me at work mentioned to me that she's not doing well. I think you and your wife need to go see her for the last time, and obviously um, seeing her in basically almost just you know kind of like just on life support, right? In that state is just what kind of memory are you leaving or being remembered? And yeah, I mean, once again, yeah, life, if you let it, will just take you for a ride. And the most important things that makes you you, or brings joy to you, right, is also at the same time being taken away for you. So realizing what is really important to you, and wrapping your life around that will bring you even more joy, but amplifies what you really want to do, what you're passionate about, what your purpose is truly about, if you're able to discover what your purpose is. And that is why I enjoy learning from this, growing from this, and definitely it makes me you know definitely passionate to keep pushing forward. So yeah, I do apologize that went into some kind of tangent, and I apologize that the exact insight that came to my mind just is kind of starting to draw blank as I'm trying to do this in front of you. But yeah, it was just a kind of a waking moment to realize that life can take you anywhere. If you give it the control uh, you don't give it the control that you don't want it to, right? Or you can control life itself by investing in yourself, investing in what you want to experience, and investing in what impact that you want to make, right? So yeah, definitely take control of it as much as possible, and don't give it up. Don't give it to someone else, right? Because yeah, life can just be a brief candle in the wind, right? So anywho, yeah, for a day that I didn't do any homework, that was definitely something that this was really deep for me. From going to once again one day of yesterday of happiness, and then almost about 20 hours later, just like wow, it's like where have I, what have I done, or uh, what have I um, accumulated, or what I've experienced, right? So yeah, well, that's why I'm doing this at the age of 43, and continue to keep moving forward. And definitely the last 9 months have been quite a magical ride. That yeah, it's I'm uh, I'm riding this momentum. I'm riding this flow as much as possible, and doing as much as I can out of my comfort zone to keep going. All right, so that is a lot of time for insight. This might be 40 minutes. I'll try to reduce it down to 30. All right. All right. What I am feeling today, once again, it's, yeah, all that earlier. Um, a moment of joy and happiness towards a moment of just feeling a little bit sick in your stomach, to realizing that yes, hence I cannot be everywhere. I cannot meet and stay up to date to all my friends or all the people that you know came through my life. It's life is just it. We are trying to uh, get through a society as much as we can, and we'll try to gain as much control for ourselves while contributing, if you want to call it contributing, or um, being part of that, be part of that wheel, or part of the. I'm just thinking about like the Matrix, just giving part of yourself to power uh, the society, right? So just a small part of it, right? So yeah, it's that's just, yeah, it's that realization once again just blows my mind, just, and definitely my feeling of appreciation for definitely today, not dwell in the part of not doing anything for uh, my learning. It's the day, still have few hours to this day six, so I can pop in another video lesson and call the day a win as much as possible. Once again, this is a win for me, right? Just trying to be consistent with this as much as possible. All right. So, what I'm thankful for, once again, this insight. It's definitely what I needed, or else I would just been on here just going through it as I did yesterday, right? But yeah, I mean, yesterday was towards going something that I really enjoyed, and today is something I'm going through, something just to be humble and be appreciative that I'm still here. I'm not going through the worst unless I let it, right? I have choices and decisions that not only just affect myself, but my family as well. And I'm, for myself, believe and grateful that I'm kind of being groomed towards something big. I don't know how big that will be, but I know that I'll be responsible for the people who decide that they need my help, and I'm definitely once again grateful for that, and I hope I can create that impact for them and their community. So yeah. Okay. So who I serve, once again, I help parents raise successful children, and I'm grateful that once again that I'm practicing these things that I've learned, experienced uh, over time with my own children, and so far, yeah, I'm happy with the direction that they're going through. Hopefully, I can open up their mind to be focused, or to keep in mind their their purpose, to still contribute towards their growth, and contribute to always have a future focus mindset, right? So we'll see once the eldest goes into high school, and it's another chapter to experience for themselves. All right, so I am so happy and grateful that I am now easily earning 10K a month for helping parents with children between 8 to 18 years old. With my support, parents that are supportive, wise, and confident can finally become the best role models for their children's future. Without me, they will never get there. They are terrified that they will lose their children to bad influences because they can't always be there to guide their children's decisions and journeys. But I will not let this happen. I will provide. Let me fix this. I will be. I will be providing the parents with the tools that their children will not learn in elementary and in high school. These people need me, and I will not fail them because it's not about me. It never was, and it never will be. And yeah, yeah, today's hitting a little bit deeper. Okay, belief. I'm so happy and grateful and truly free when I successfully nurture and elevate 100 of my loyal VIPs towards their passions and purpose. I am happy and grateful that He is listening to my prayer and that He has my back. I am happy and grateful that what I practice has given me powerful answers and results tenfold. All right, and this is part of my every Saturday, so I think I have to go through this process again. So, um, I believe that's not true. So, um, let's see. Sorry. A few times when I made suggestions during coaching practice with my classmates and sharing my experience with others. Okay. Uh, what I want to experience? I want to experience that they believe in me and trust the process. It will take some time to see results, but they know I will find a way to get them to where they want to be. What belief that will support me. I'm creating positive changes for others by planting seeds and solving an immediate challenge while matching it with a story or previous experience. Affirmations. I'm happy and grateful that He is listening to my prayers and that He has my back. I'm happy and grateful that what I practice has given me powerful answers and results tenfold. All right. So that's a repeat. All right. Once again, I'm doing this one part every Saturday, so it's not doesn't flow as much as you guys can hear here. But once again, yeah. Well, thanks for following me throughout this journey. I know, like I said, this is live. This is not edited. This is not scripted as much as possible. Just me and those who want to feel inspired that what I'm being able to create for myself, being the average Joe I feel myself to be. Just they can hopefully feel that I want something more out of life. I want to make an impact out of life, and despite what people think or feel about me. It's like I'll let them. I have no control out of that. I definitely do not have the time to give myself just to prove to them I'm not that person that they believe or feel that I am, right? And that's time that is being taken away from my growth, what I want to achieve, and the contribution that I want to give back in the world. So that's just how it is, right? So, all right, and part of seeing the end goal is once again being on the fields of a local high school in our city, being surrounded by youth, parents, coaches, uh, teachers, race event officials. Yeah, a lot of us are on the field, just uh, coming together for a hard day's work at running an event. I don't know if you're you know a sporting game or providing information and resources to the community. But yeah, definitely celebrating after the event. Then yeah, calling the youth around to huddle, probably give a little speech, and then putting our hands in the center, one on top of each other, and basically counting down to one, two, three, youth, and then yeah, just another uh, big celebration cheer, high fives, fist bumps, hugs, you name it. Just it all the work that we put together to put this event into play. Of just enjoying successfully achieving it and successfully completing it, and yeah, it's just you know hopefully once again it's towards just making a place we call home uh, more friendlier, I would like to say. All right. So, a task, actually, I've reached out to a few people today. So, that is a big win. Or some people came out and asked how I'm doing. So, doing these recordings once again, and then hopefully, we'll see today or tomorrow. Do a session with my children as I continue to teach them on a future focus mindset, uh, purpose focus mindset as well. They are still young, 13 and 9, but at least, cultivating them for their first 18 or the first 10 years before post secondary can definitely, will pave a way of creating an impact a lot sooner rather than establishing their means and then deciding after that what their end goals are, right? If you have the end goals in mind, everything falls into place that needs to fall into place to keep that going and then to keep you powering through for that. So, all right. So in closing, once again, make that decision that um, don't let life be the one to dictate everything that you especially don't want to do. Obviously, we have to support ourselves to keep a roof over our heads, food on the table, and just the basic necessities of living, right? When it's at the same time taking you away from living a life to living a life with your family, your friends, and your community, that you are so busy with some sort of, survival mode mind frame that you don't have the time to have that connection, to make that impact, to make a difference, to create a difference as well, right? So don't let life rule you, but rule life itself and cultivate it in the way that you need it to be, so that those that are around you are being uplifted to a higher level as well. So yeah, that's I wish I can recall that moment a few hours ago where it really hits. But in the frame of it, I mean, this is as close as I can recall it as best as possible. And once again, I'll probably be doing my insight in uh, my Facebook group, that why not me? Why can I not be that person to create that changes? I'm not experiencing something that is new or unique. There have been others that have gone through the same challenges that I'm going through for myself, and survive, have come through that uh, stronger, more confident, right? As gold is being tested by fire, that we are being tested to become something truly precious, and something that is radiant, to just create that inspiration to wake up the people's senses to just really experience life itself, right? So yeah, have a wonderful evening, a wonderful morning, a wonderful afternoon, wherever you are logging in from. But truly, truly experience each day as if it was your last, as precious as gold. And hopefully, I see you all tomorrow. Take good care.